future. I am the present. It's your boy, Lost Soul, here to give my personal critique of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Real Deal. Season, you know the deal. It's been a minute since I've been on it. On this new page, this new YouTube page. But I had to think of a way to differentiate myself, make myself different from the rest. And I think I kind of figured it out right now. As you see, people that do the reviews on S.H.I.E.L.D., etc., they always go to the writers, bad acting, directors, etc., etc. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna do something a little bit unique. I'm gonna review this as if the people there are not actors or actresses, however you proceed, and make it like a real life situation that you're looking at them from a snow globe. Just real characters, real life characters doing real things where they don't know they are being watched. So in this episode, continuing from last, which was very extreme, especially with the yo-yo situation. This episode, they find out there is a rift. A rift that's given each of them their greatest fears. The 100th episode, watching it, seeing what fears will come up. All the predictable ones did come through except for one. And that is Chad from season 1. I'm thinking, how come he didn't come up as a fear for the characters? I personally thought that it would at least be a fear of Quake, Daisy Johnson. You know what I'm talking about. It never happened, which was kind of a surprise to me. Now, the rift, they find out, is giving these people hallucinations of their worst fear. So, they gotta close the rift, and they gotta choose an individual to close it. I found this part a little bit comical when Fitz talks to Deke. Then Deke explodes, basically saying he did a lot for the group and he doesn't want to do nothing. He doesn't want to sacrifice his life again. And then Fitz comes around and goes, I don't want you to sacrifice your life. I just want to borrow that buckle of yours. I gotta tell you, that was very comical. I laughed out loud seeing that part. Yo-Yo, I'm still feeling for her. No arms. Me personally, whenever I see that, I'm always thinking, it may be like a disgusting thought. I'm thinking, wow, how is she gonna use the washroom? And who's gonna help her do those sorts of things? I just feel real bad for her. And it was her fear of those androids was actually shocking to me, because when it was Fitz's girlfriend that put the pillow over her, it shocked me right away, but then at that same time, I knew that wasn't her. Then the real girlfriend of Fitz comes out, shoots the android, goes into dust. It was very good. It was very shocking. The manifestations it was all right. Looking at it, I wish I would have seen more of Thrax or Thrax, whatever his name is. Played by the black guy. I wish I saw more of him because I thought he was one of the most interesting villains. Especially he was where you could feel his pain and where he came from. So I thought personally they would show more of him. They didn't. It was all good. Coulson, the way how they found out he was dying when he passed out over them arguing about who was going to go to close the rift. It was a very unique situation, but also very predictable. It seems like a lot of stories like this, whenever someone is hiding something about them dying, any situation like that, they never come out and tell the group. The group always finds out. I wish, I guess this human element wasn't so, and he actually told the group. But though, when they found out, it was really a deep moment, especially from Daisy. Really like father-daughter those two are, and I understood her tearing up, her going through the emotions that she did, and all that sort of stuff. And even the back and forth between them, even with Agent Coulson. He was showing emotions in his own way, but he knew the job had to be done. Even the communication with him and the Asian girl there, it was like a moment that was just great. Now when he went to close the rift and he saw the manifestation of the Peterson guy, I never thought he would see him. I found that really interesting, that his fear would be that precise character. And I admit, when he was going through, this isn't real, you're actually still on the hospital bed. For a split second, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe that is true. Maybe that whole situation is a dream. Maybe everything that was going on wasn't really going on. Because watching the series, it always seems they do a twist that brings the audience to a wow moment. So just for a split second, I was thinking that, then I go, nah, they wouldn't do something like that. And ultimately, I was right. Coulson, he almost fell for it himself, slowly going to the right. Then he looked at his feet. I don't know why, but then he came to the realization that it was not real. And then that fake Peterson, he came up from and tried to kill him. And that's when the real Peterson, in that new type of army he had, came to save the day. Which is very unique. This, that whole moment, in my opinion, was so thrilling and so chill, for the fact that it showed him, even more so when he first showed up and I believe it was in the second season. He didn't really do much. He did save a lot of people, but didn't really do the theatrics that he did in this one. And I love that awkward moment when he's behind Coulson, basically in the doggy position, and Coulson says, "Are you real? Are you fake?" Then he goes, "Either way, the way how we are right now doesn't really matter." And that was a whole joke. But then, oh my gosh, the twist at the end, where it was like the movie Looper, when Deke, I loved how slowly went from Deke talking to Peterson, then it goes to the agent talking to that other agent, talking about they couldn't find who this guy was, Deke. He didn't exist, but his DNA matches with two other people. While they're saying that, it goes back and forth. And then Deke goes, oh, I got this ring, I got this other stuff, and I got, well, basically the ring part, my grandmother gave it to my mom, and she gave it to me. And I think it would be a nice idea. Then it goes back to the agents, then they go, the DNA matches these two people. Then it is revealed that Deke is the grandson of Fitz and his girl. That was such dramatic. Like, when that happened and when the show just cut off, I was like, oh my God, this is the loop. This is exactly the loop. Man, so this episode was really fascinating. When I rate my shows, I don't go with the 1 to 10, 3 to 5, that sort of thing. For me, it's a That's What's Up, which is the best. It was chill, which is medium, or step your game up. And this episode right here, to me, was definitely a That's What's Up episode. So that's my review of The Real Deal, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5. So if you're feeling that episode like I am, give me a like, subscribe. I'll be doing these type of raw type of videos where the only really production side is the intro. So I'll see you next time on another review, whether it'll be S.H.I.E.L.D. or The Flash or Arrow or Black Lightning. Basically all my favorite shows. Supernatural, I still need to catch up on that. And I'll see you for another review where the shows, movies, stay tuned. Peace, love.